in the Mediterranean Sea, 3 kilometers from the city of Tartus, overlooks the island of Arwad. It was built by immigrants from Sidon, and it was inhabited by the descendants of the Phoenicians. It's Arwad in Greek and Arad in Phoenician, and it means refuge. Arwad was a prosperous Phoenician kingdom of power and influence, which possessed a strong navy, and its rule extended to many cities of the Syrian coast. Just as the climate of the Mediterranean cities is the climate of Arwad Island, it's moderate throughout the year, has 4 seasons, and it has a distinctive rocky coastal nature, devoid of arable soil. It lacks natural springs, and its western coast is rocky with giant stone blocks extending along it, formed by the waves of the beach, which it excelled in carving its paintings on. As for the northeastern side of the island, it's more tortuous and rich in sand. 3 small capes appear on it, 2 of which are at the northern and southern ends of the eastern coast. It's believed that man extended them with 2 shafts built with the huge stones of dimensions 3 × 5 × 2 meters. They embrace the port of Arwad. An evidence of a human settlement was found on the mainland of the island dating back to the Neolithic and Middle Ages. It has been inhabited since ancient times and is densely populated at a distance of 800 meters from northwest to southeast and a width of about 500 meters, so its buildings converged and its floors multiplied. Since the Phoenician times, the people of Arwad were known for their skill in fishing and building boats, and their restaurants overlooking the sea abounded. They relied for their drinking on rainwater, which they collected in pipes and tanks, and on the springs of the seabed roughly halfway between Arwad and Tartus, which were known as Al-Fawarat. Arwad Island has very beautiful archaeological and tourist attractions. Its rectangular castle comes at the forefront of these monuments. It was built sometimes in the 13th century. It has Ottoman features and retains the features of the Mamluks and Crusaders. Then we see the walls of the great island surrounding them with gigantic walls, except for the port side, with a height of up to 10 meters built from huge blocks of up to 6 meters in length and 2 meters in height, and they belong to the Seleucid era, and only a few parts of them remain, after part of them was destroyed during the Arab came in 615 AD, and other parts were demolished after the Mamluks expelled the Crusader Knights temple in the fall of 1302. Then comes the Cathedral of Our Lady Tartusha, which is a Catholic cathedral built during the Crusader era in the 12th century between Tartus and Arwad. At the end of the 12th century, to the eastern side of the island, the square-shaped Ayyubid Arab castle was built overlooking the port areas, the 2 areas that were the headquarters of the naval fleets.